This is Smallzy Surgery.
I don't need no light to see you shine.
Hey, this is Jake in Smallzy's Surgery on Nova.
It's your golden hour.
Please welcome Jake.
On the show tonight, the track has been blowing up here in Australia. It's Golden Hour. Jake, man, thank you for... Is this your first ever Australian interview?
You know, I think so, yeah.
Have you heard anyone with this type of accent speaking to you before? That's the best way to work out if you've ever done promo in Australia.
No, I have a friend from Australia, but other than that, no.
Can I just admire your teeth for a second? This is a very strange world we live in now, doing
man.
stuff, doing things on Zoom. You have the straightest, whitest, most perfect teeth that I think I've seen on an artist. Just congratulations.
Man, thank you. I actually never have braces. That's a huge compliment.
Did you never had braces, really?
No, never.
Well, there you go. Lucky, blessed with a beautiful voice and beautiful teeth. Man, congratulations on just like the whole... everything that's going on in your world at the moment. I'm sure it's like beyond your wildest dreams.
Man, thank you. Yeah, it's been the craziest ride. I'm so blessed to be here, and yeah, I'm so glad it was this song too. I love this song. I love Golden Hour.
Tell me about like how long it took and the path this song has taken. Because I swear I was in Europe last summer, like last year, and Golden Hour was already popping off as like a sound on TikTok. And now it just has kept growing and growing and growing. And now you just have gone top 10 in the USA on Billboard. The song is huge here in Australia as well.
Man, nah, it's been crazy. I mean, it's had kind of a slow but steady growth. And, you know, there are a few key moments that really jumped it up. But I always, you know, from the day I dropped it, there were a number of people who were like, yeah, I don't know if this is the single, but let's release it. And I said, I went on record, I was like, you know, this is my favorite song I've ever released. So yeah, it was really cool just to see it slowly but steadily grow. We were promoting it for a little bit, and then eventually one of the videos popped off and it really took it off, and it hasn't landed since.
Yeah, that's amazing. What is for people who don't know, what's the Jake story? Where are you from? How long you've been doing it? How do you take your coffee in the morning? All of the important questions.
Man, I am from the East Coast, from the U.S., from the smallest state in the U.S. called Rhode Island.
I've been there. I've been to Dunkin' Donuts Arena.
Go.
I've been to Dunkin' Donuts Arena.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
gee,
mean,
I
honestly,
love that.
it's the middle of nowhere. Like, it's honestly like you get there and you're like, okay. But it's can I just say, it's a very pretty part of the world. As an Australian,
thank you.
As an Australian who grew up watching TV shows like Seventh Heaven and things like that, all the houses in your home state, they're all like out of a set of like Desperate Housewives or something like out of a TV movie. It's incredible.
Right. Yeah, no, it's really crazy. Yeah, Rhode Island is a very small state. You can get across it in about 45 minutes. But yeah, Taylor Swift has a mansion in Newport, and that's kind of, everybody knows Newport. It's like the nicest spot. But yeah, I grew up there in Rhode Island, and my mom is an elementary school music teacher. And so she was teaching me piano lessons from a very young age, 3 years old. And then I went on to guitar and a little bit of drums. And then I started making music when I was 14, writing my own songs, and really just started as a producer and songwriter, writing for other people. And then into when the lockdown happened, I started posting here and there on TikTok. And yeah, some stuff started to take off, and I realized, you know what, let's just try being an artist. We'll see what happens. I was writing songs all the time, but I was okay with just being behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, fast forward, had another kind of step up from the first hit, and then a second hit, and then now Golden Hour has really taken it to the moon, and it's really such a wild ride. It's been so sick.
What's the craziest thing since the song's like gone wild? What's the craziest thing that's happened to you? Is there something that stands out that you're like, no, that's fun. That's why I wanted to get into music.
Yeah, you know, one of the craziest moments was I was on stage, and I was invited to play alongside Alicia Keys. She played Golden Hour with me, and that moment when I looked to the side and I saw Alicia Keys playing the piano and singing with me, that was when I knew, like, like I am living a dream. This is crazy.
Did you have like an out of body experience, like moment where you were in your own head going, oh shit, I'm on stage. That's Alicia Keys singing my song. Like actually like, oh my God, this is really happening.
Yeah, no, it's really surreal. It's there's a few times in this whole process where you kind of just, take a step back and realize like, wow, this is actually happening. But that was definitely one of them.
Now we have to talk about the video clip to Golden if we can. It's Golden now because of the glitter. And is that really you covered in glitter? If so, are you still finding it in parts of your body now? Because that's a lot of glitter.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That is me. And that is me covered in literal glitter.
So
I was like, man,
no CGI, not like legitimate glitter.
No CGI. I was like, there's got to be some sort of way to like fake this. Like, do we really have to do this? And I was like, I'm committed to it. Whatever it takes, let's do it. And so
he's committed to the art.
Yeah,
I like that. I respect
that. Thanks, man. I was covered in glitter, and luckily they had a shower on site. It was in a very random place, but luckily I got to shower, and then I drove home after. But yeah, there was glitter everywhere.
No, okay, you would still be finding it on you now, right? Like every now and then you might just be getting ready in the morning going, what is that shit? It's still on me. That is still here.
Yep.
Like, how did that get here? I've been on seven planes since I did that, and it's still here. How did it get into this house?
Yes. Man, insane. Yeah, I had a few of those moments. It's like, how is this here? Oh, it must have been the golden hour shoot.
In Australia, we're playing the remix with Ruel on the vocals.
Yes.
How do you know Ruel? Tell me about that.
Man, I've been a fan of Ruel for a very long time now, like probably 5 years or so, when I first heard his music. And I've been inspired by him. Know he's an Aussie native, so really big fan of his. And yeah, it was just honestly, I feel like he's like from the metaverse. Like he's like another me in a sense. We kind of look alike on the low.
You are like, he's like the Australian you're like the American version of him, and he's the Aussie version of you. It's very strange.
It's so crazy, but I've been a fan of his for a minute now, and he's been inspiring me, so it was really cool to be able to do that.
Nice. All right, a lightning round of questions for you, Sir Jake. I'm just gonna just fire questions at you. You just first thing that comes to your head. You ready to go?
Let's go.
One word that your friends would use to describe you.
Tall.
What do you come in at?
I'm 6'7".
Okay. Were you ever playing basketball? That's like basketball height or not basketball height?
Yes, it is basketball height. I think the average height in the NBA is 6'6".
Okay.
So I was just up in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quit my basketball team in order to make music in high school.
What size foot do you have? This is going to blow my... What size foot do you have?
In the U.S., it's very funny. I don't have really big feet for my height, but I'm a size 12 in US.
Yeah, no, we use that. Yeah, a 12 is like a 47 or something.
Maybe
you don't know. Is it true it true what they say about people with big shoes?
I don't know.
Big socks. Do you have big socks? Is what I was. That's what.
Yes.
Do you speak any languages that are English apart from English? Do you speak any other languages?
I took Espanol in high school for a little bit. I know a little bit. I went to Mexico a few times.
Okay.
So
judging by
I could kind of hear it.
Maybe you can go, I think I know what they're talking about, but you had trouble speaking. Most used app on your phone, what is it?
Probably my messaging app. I'm always texting all sorts of people, but then behind that, YouTube. I'm a YouTube guy. Okay. I love watching YouTube. Yeah, it's like educational, but also entertainment. It's great.
See, I get stuck into YouTube in these like the suggested part, like when you go in and it's just like it suggests you clips, and I'm just like, how does the algorithm know I want this? I'll take it. I'm not going to complain, but I'm just like in this weird. Yeah, okay.
It's crazy.
Tell me, any plans to come to Australia?
Absolutely. In the future, I would love to. And, I have a few friends who are like, yo, you got to come here. Like now with this Ruel remix, definitely got to go meet him in person at some point. And so, I've heard the vibes there are great, and you guys got a lot of beaches. So
we do indeed.
I'll definitely have to.
And when you get here, we call McDonald's Macca's here in Australia.
Yes.
So my last question: if we do a Macca's run, are you a Big Mac or a cheeseburger, a chicken nuggets? What's on your order?
Oof, I was in the UK and I was really mad because they took it off the American menu.
Yeah.
But do you guys have the chicken wrap? Do you guys have a chicken wrap
Yeah.
there?
We got a chicken wrap, absolutely.
Man, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I would definitely get the chicken wrap, something
Okay.
like that.
And I'll tell you right now, the Macca's in Australia hits way better than anywhere else in the world.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Ours is kind of mid for sure.
Yeah, definitely mid. I mean, I've been to LA a couple of times. Definitely mid. Dude,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time, man. Congrats on everything in the track. It's blowing up, and I really hope you get a chance to come to Australia and play some shows. I know the fans would love it.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much for having me. This was fun.
Smallzy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.